welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for being part of this channel. Thanks for always watching me, sharing my videos, leaving a comment. I really appreciate it. And so we are going to talk about Daniel fast. Yes, I know some of us have heard of Daniel fast. Some of us too, it's our first time. But hey, whether it's your first time or not, let's learn together. You can also share your view there with me. Do you get it? And so we are going to look at Daniel fast in Ghanaian way. And so those who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel for recipes, that's Max Kitchen, please subscribe to it. Okay, so when you search Max Kitchen, I will leave the link in the description box for you. Click on it and then watch the videos. That is where I'll be sharing the recipes. Okay, so if you are watching me here on the Sabbath School channel, just visit the description side. Then you see a link to Max Kitchen. Okay, you click on it and subscribe. And hey, do well to click on the notification bell. Hope you get it. I upload these videos, these 3 weeks recipes, you'll be notified so you can quickly watch. If you don't click on the notification bell, I'll post the videos, you will not know. Okay, so we are going to know what Daniel fast is all about, and also the benefits when you participate in Daniel fast. And so when we talk of Daniel fast, what are we talking about? Daniel fast, I mean, Daniel fast basically is about fasting, and we can find it in the book of Daniel. It's in chapter 1 and also chapter 10 of the book of Daniel. And so when we talk of Daniel fast, it's basically spiritual thing, like fasting and praying about something. But some people also use it for weight loss, but it's basically for spiritual exercise. Daniel fast is all about staying away from certain things, certain foods, and praying. Daniel fast is not about abstaining totally from food, but it's about not eating some foods or specific foods. And also, while you abstain from certain foods, the ones you are to eat, you eat them in what? In moderation. Do you get it? And so we are going to read Daniel 1. We are going to read verse 5, verse 8, and 11 to 12, and then verse 15. So let me give you a little background to this, okay? So when the people of Israel, or the Israelites, were taken into Babylon, and then the king said they should find out some men who are faithful, who are strong, who are this, so that they would train them in the University of Babylon. Yes, in the University of Babylon. And when they were selecting these people, they added Daniel and his friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And so we know that wasn't their names. Their names were changed to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were Ananiah, Mishael or Michelle, and also Azariah. Yes. And as part of that, their diets were supposed to change. They were supposed to be given the king's favorites and well-selected, refined foods. I mean, special food that would not be given to just anybody. It was instructed that such foods were what? Were served to them. But Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So these four decided not to eat the food the king has instructed that it will be served to them. And so when we come to the verse 5, it says, the king assigned them a daily amount of food and wine from the king's table. They were to be trained for 3 years, and after that, they were to enter the king's service. Then we'll move to verse 8. But Daniel resolved not to defile himself with the royal food and wine, and he asked the chief official for permission not to be defile himself this way. And so Daniel said, no, I can't eat. We can't eat this. So we beg you, our food should be changed. But the officials were afraid. Hey, the king has instructed you, are telling us you will not take this. We will be what? Killed, or something bad will happen to us. Then when we go to verse 11, Daniel then said to the guard whom the chief official had appointed over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, please test your servant for 10 days. Give us nothing but vegetables to eat and water to drink. I want to say amen. Amen. And so he said, don't worry, you test us for 10 days. If after 10 days we are not better, we are not okay, then you can change your mind. So in these 10 days, you give us water and vegetables. And so we are going to know these vegetables. And then when we come to the verse 15, it says, at the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better nourished than any of the young men who ate the royal food. And so at the end of the 10 days, they were looking better compared to the others. And so in chapter 1, we see that the Daniel fast year was for what? 10 days. 10 days. Do you get it? So we are going to read Daniel 10, verses 1 to 2 and 3. And so the verse 1 says, in the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a revelation was given to Daniel. Its message was true and it concerned a great war. The understanding of the message came to him in a vision. At that time, I, Daniel, mourned for 3 weeks. I ate no choice food, no meat or wine touched my lips, and I used no lotions at all until the 3 weeks were over. And so here in verse 10, we see that Daniel also fasted for 3 weeks. And in these 3 weeks, no meat, no wine, even no lotion on his body. It went dry. Do you get it? So we are going to look at Daniel fast in 10 days and in 3 weeks. Meaning you can do Daniel fast for 10 days or 3 weeks. It should be within that. And so that is, I chose the 3 weeks one. And as I said, it's basically for spiritual exercise, but some also use it for, how do you call it? Weight loss exercise. So you can choose it for any. Now, you know that if you are using it for weight loss, you can't just do 3 weeks and then get the exact weight loss changes you are looking for. You have to do it more than that. You get it? And so that would be off spiritual exercise. But if you are doing it for spiritual exercise, it's either 10 days or 3 weeks. Are we okay? And so let's look at it. Said Daniel did not eat no meat, no wine touch his lips. And so it means that Daniel fast, when you are doing it, you are not taking meat. In fact, Daniel fast is basically what? Vegetarian or vegan diet. Basically vegan. And now in verse 10, we see that it says that they were to be given vegetables and water. Meaning you can take water and vegetables. So we are going to look at some of the vegetables you can take. Usually in Africa, when we talk of vegetables, we look at just cabbage, carrot, tomatoes, peppers, onions. These are the things we know of vegetables. But we should not also forget that yam also falls under vegetables. You can Google potatoes. They also fall under what? Vegetables. And so we are going to look at some of these vegetables plus other foods that we can eat. So as I said, it's basically vegan diet. Do you get it? And so we are going to look at Daniel fast in African way. So if you go online and all that you see is not African, it makes it difficult for you to do the fast. Okay, so the Daniel fast, you can choose to go purely the vegetables like the ones that I mentioned, purely vegetables, and that is okay. But you can also add other foods like grains and beans and those things. So if you're adding rice, no, you are not adding refined rice, those things. You are going purely organic. Any other things that you add to the vegetables, it should be purely organic. And so rice, you go for brown rice. And you know, in Ghana, we have our own grown rice, organic. You go for them. You can also do wheat, organic one. You can do oats. It should be what? Organic. Do you get it? You cannot do canned foods. No. These canned foods with preservatives here and there, no. You can add seeds and nuts to it. Do you get it? You can also not do sugar or sweetness, even honey. You can't do it. Those sweet things, you can't add them to your diet. You can do oil, but you do them in moderation. And not just any oil. It should be organic, like olive oil, coconut oil. And in Ghana, we can add red oil or palm nut oil to it. Do you get it? But you eat them in moderation. The other oils, no. Those butters, those cheese, those fats, no. You can't add any of them. You can do fruits. As I said, make sure you get them organic. One fruit juice, it should be something you have made yourself, not the one they sell in the market. Make sure you make them yourself. It should be purely organic. Hope you get it. And I'll be sharing with you recipes, what I ate throughout the 3 weeks. I'll be sharing that with you. So let's look at some of the benefits when you partake in Daniel fast. When you take part in Daniel fast, it helps you to also detox your system and cleanse your system if you do it very well. And so apart from you detoxing yourself spiritually, physically too, it helps you to detox yourself and cleanse yourself. It helps you to be focused because you know you are praying, you are talking to God. Now, if you are doing Daniel fast, you are not just abstaining from certain foods and praying, but you're also abstaining from certain activities that are not really necessary. It does not mean you should abstain from work. You should not go to work and be in your room. No. When Daniel and his people were in that fast, they were still doing their daily activities. Do you get? So you'll be doing your daily activities, but you should be sure to cut certain things which are not necessary, certain conversations which are not necessary. Those of us who are addicted to social media, at least that is the time for you to limit it. At least fast on that too. That is if you are doing it purposely for spiritual exercise. You have to stay away from all these things. So it helps you to be focused and more concentrated. You'll be more concentrated on your work or whatever you are doing. So it also gives you the time to search within yourself, do more of reflection. Do you get it? And then know what you should do away and what you should maintain and all that. Do you get it? You don't just sit idle. You also have to set some goals that I want, okay, within these 3 weeks, I need to achieve this, so that it will help you to be more what? Focused, and then you'll be able to be fulfilled while you achieve those things. By the end of the 3 weeks, it also gives you some kind of what? Fulfillment. You get it? It could be about book. Maybe within these 3 weeks, I need to read this book. I need to finish reading this book. And just finishing that reading alone makes you what? Fulfilled. You get it? So it shouldn't be something huge. It could be something little. It gave me time to read more because I love reading, but for some time I've not been reading, and so that was a time for me to go back to some of the books that I love and then read, and then also be focused. Yes, I mean, you cannot just be praying without reading. It doesn't work like that. You need to read, and basically you need to read the Bible. And so you need to have a chapter a day that you concentrate on, okay? And so since it's a Daniel fast, you should read the book of Daniel, okay? You read a chapter a day, and then you what? You will be praying with the messages in there. Then you can also add the book of Esther, because Daniel alone, the chapters are not up to 21. That is 3 weeks. It will not be enough. And so you need to add one, and I added the book of Esther to it, which completes it. We speak to God through prayer. God also speaks to us through his word. You can also add other books to it, other devotional books. And so I added this book, Hope Through the Dark, one of my favorite books. And also this book, my brother got it for me. It came at the right time, and I was so happy. It says, lest we forget. And so this is a devotional book, a devotional book that you read on daily basis. So my brother got me this book, and I was like, you got me this book at the right time. I want to say thank you to my brother Casey. Thank you. God bless you, okay, for this book. I really love it, and I'm reading it. It's good for me. I like it. Yes, you can get any other book, you know, because you are doing it for spiritual purpose. You can't use just any book. You need something that will direct your thought, your heart, and your attention to God, so that you can pray more. Because sometimes you pray and it's like you have exhausted all your prayers, all your words. You don't know what to tell God again. But if you read the Bible and you read other devotional books, it helps you to know what to pray and what to talk to God about. Maybe you are not working, you are a student and on vacation. You want to use that period for your Daniel fast. Then you can read more. You can have more books, not just these 2 books. You can add more books to it. I actually wanted to add this book. I love this book so much. I've read it, but I couldn't add this. That is Dealing with the Silence of God. I couldn't add this, so I just limited myself to these two books. And so, hey guys, even though I will not be sharing the full recipes with you here, okay, but I'll be sharing with you every day what I ate without the recipe and some of the things that I learned from the books that I read. I'll be sharing with you. And also, while I was reading the Bible, some of the inspirations I came across, I'll be sharing with you on daily basis. But if you want to get the recipe, you would have to visit my YouTube channel, Max Kitchen, and then subscribe, click on the notification bell, and be watching the recipes from there. Hope I am clear. Yes. And if you are doing it for weight loss, it will help you to lose weight. But like I said, within 3 weeks, you will not get the benefits that you want. So you need to extend it so that you can get that weight loss you want. It will help you to get a beautiful skin. You get it? If you have blemishes, it will help you to get rid of them. As I said, as you are detoxing yourself inside, it is also taking care of the physical body, what you see outside also. And so it helps you to heal from the inside to outside. You get it? And so this and many more benefits that you get when you decide to partake in Daniel fast, either for spiritual purpose or for weight loss purpose. So I'm going to show you some of the foods that I use for my Daniel fast, and then from there I'll also be sharing with you some sauces you can make. So start the recipes with sauces you can make on Daniel fast, because you cannot just eat any sauce, and also some salad dressings you can make on Daniel fast. Do you get it? So basically, these are some of the things I use on my Daniel fast, or for the Daniel fast. And so I made use of red kidney beans. Yes, red kidney beans. I also got myself brown rice and wheat. Yes. Then I also made use of black eyed beans and bambala beans. Yes. Then I also made use of nuts, that is peanut and some sunflower seeds, and a mixture of sesame seeds and chia seeds. Yes. Then I got this mixture oats. It's organic, and with dried banana and some seeds and nuts and some dried cranberries. Yes. And so I got these for myself. This one you will not cook, you just add your plant-based milk to it, and that'll be okay. And this is my herbal tea. Yes, on Daniel fast, you can't take in your coffees, your green teas, your slim teas, those teas, but you can take herbal tea. And this is soya milk. I made it myself. You can't take in dairy milk. You can take in plant-based milk, soya, cashew, almond milk, and those things, but they should be homemade or organic, because some of these ones at the stores, they have some preservatives. And the spices you can also use on Daniel fast are some of these, like garlic, ginger, and these natural spices. The ones in the sachets, the ones packaged on at stores, some of them contains MSG. You don't need them. You can also use dried parsley. And so you don't need any artificial spices. It's a no, no, no. Do you get it? And you cannot also take in these canned vegetables. Your vegetables should be fresh. Yes, do you get it? So like cauliflower, my carrots, tomatoes, beetroot, my onions, my green bell pepper, cabbage, cucumber. Yes, so this and many more vegetables you can use. Okay, and also some of the fruits like pawpaw, mango, avocado, bananas, pineapples, and watermelons. Yes, you can use some of these fruits and many, many more. Do you get it? And so I'm also going to make, I also made uses of olive oil, coconut oil, I didn't show here, and also my red oil, palm nut oil. Yes, I used all that on the Daniel fast. So these are some of the things I used. And so Daniel fast, everything should be organic. And Daniel fast, you can eat 3 times a day, but since you are fasting, you don't need to fill your stomach with so much, just a little. You can reduce it to 2 times, but I did once a day, 1 meal a day. So the recipes I'll be sharing with you will be 1 meal a day. Okay guys, so I believe you've seen some of the vegetables and the beans and the rice that I enjoyed. I enjoyed other things that I did not bring them on the table, but as I share the recipes, you get to know some of them. Hope you understand. And when you watch those recipes, do well to share for someone out there, okay, and share your experience with me. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channels, I have a channel on sewing, and so if you want to learn how to sew, you can check on that channel. I'll leave the link in the description box, and subscribe to my kitchen channel also, Max Kitchen. Thanks so much. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Have a fruitful day. Have a stress-free, depression-free day. Bye-bye.